Okay, you guys, you are now standing in front of a building that was built in 1922, the Acacia Apartments. This building first opened as a hotel for the rich and elite, but word got out and many day workers, businessmen, and congressmen were coming here to use the hotel for more nefarious activities. Well, one such legislator stayed here didn't have such a pleasant time. He was seeing a lot of ladies from the downtown area and took on a room here on a regular basis until he met one woman who really caught his eye, a beautiful young lady, and pretty soon they were carried away with the excitement of what they were doing and they became smitten with one another. So the legislators started staying here on a more regular basis and took her on as his full-time mistress. Well, pretty soon his wife got suspicious and she barged her way down here into the hotel, flung the door open and demanded to be shown to his room. Well, they didn't know what to do, but they told her which room he was in, and she shoved the door open, only to find the two lovers in bed, naked. Well, she demanded right there in a fit of hysteria that he choose either her or his mistress. Well, the legislator knew two things. One, this affair was, I just snorted. One, that this affair was just a fling. And number two, the two most popular newspapers were within 2 blocks of the hotel and were itching for a new story. So he chose his wife. They left this young lady alone in despair and in grief and in sorrow. And that young lady stayed in the hotel. They said she could stay another night. And she filled herself a hot bath, slid in, and then she proceeded to cut both wrists. Well, she died in the tub that night. Can you imagine the faces of the staff who came in and found her the next morning? Blood and water everywhere. Well, once the news got out of how the body was found, the hotel could no longer keep up its popularity and soon was redesigned into the apartments you see here today, the Acacia Apartments. And room 111 is this big window with the 2 small windows on the sides where the lights are on. I would dare you to go in, but even the residents today say they have problems sleeping. They say a lot of light bulbs go out, and they say the elevator gets trapped in between floors, sometimes for an indeterminate amount of time, leaving the clients trapped in the elevator. So it is not uncommon for the management here to offer rooms and tenants to stay at a reduced rate to share their rooms with these other worldly inhabitants. One thing that cannot be explained by bad wiring or old equipment is when people say that they see the keys in their locks turn without being touched. And one man who was living in apartment 111 said he laid in bed one night and could feel the pressure of somebody laying beside him. And he heard a woman whispering in his ear. Well, he just knew a woman was in bed with him, and he rolled over to see, and nothing was there. But when he looked up, he saw the ghostly figure of a woman dressed in a robe, and she walked through the bathroom wall. As he stayed in bed, he could hear his tub gurgling. We all know that gurgling sound the tub makes when the water drains. So he hurried into the bathroom, and his tub was completely dry. So he went back to bed, blaming everything he had heard and seen on a dream. But the next morning when he woke up and intended to go brush his teeth, he noticed his tub was stained with blood. Now, I have a very ghastly and ghostly photo to show you. Let's do that.